10-minute yoga abs with Tamara, mindbodynow.com. We'll start lying on our back and draw our right knee to the chest, left knee follows. Holding behind the thighs, we rock from side to side in knees to chest pose. We'll draw our navel up and back, pressing our low back into the mat, and we start bicycling our legs, drawing one knee in and then the other. For a little more work, we can curl our head and shoulders up off the mat. For more work yet, we can hover our hands on either side of our hips, reaching. If we choose more stretch, we can bring straight legs up, holding behind one and then the other. We also have the option to move into a full bicycle and reverse our bicycle. Breathe. And then resting back in knees to chest pose, rocking side to side. Bring our feet to the earth now. Tuck our tailbone under and open our arms to T position, sweeping the hands together overhead, interlacing our fingers, and we reach back. And then to the left of our knees. Inhaling back. Lift and reach to the right of our knees, bringing warmth and strength into our obliques. For a little more work, we can raise our legs to a 90-degree bend in the knees and reach back. And we also have the option to press our heels to the sky, straight legs, point and flex and reach, keeping our core engaged. And now we'll reach up toward our toes, knees bend, the toes lower, the arms lower, back to T position. Exhaling, reach up. Inhale as we drift open. Exhale, reach and open. We can lower with straight legs for a little bit more work, but if this is uncomfortable to our low back, we'll keep our knees bent. And then rest in knees to chest pose, rocking side to side. Soles of the feet together, knees drift open into a reclining butterfly. Hands together, we reach through the center. Inhaling back. Exhale, reaching to the left of our knees, trying to keep our back glued to the floor. Reaching to the right. Continuing side to middle to side at our own pace. And then rest. Knees to chest pose. Now preparing to move like a locomotive. We press our hands and feet forward and back, lifting head and shoulders if we choose for a little more work. Working on coordination and strength through our core. And pause. Now we'll reverse the direction, pressing away and drawing it in. Pressing away and drawing it in. And then rest in knees to chest pose. Arms drift open to T position again, and we'll twist from side to side. And then roll off to our side. We'll prepare to rise for more core strength work. Bringing hands under shoulders, we'll first start by pressing back up into cat. Belly lowers, heart lifts for cow. Just getting some movement through our spine, stretching through our shoulders, through our low back. Now drawing left knee into face and pressing left heel up to the sky. Exhaling in Inhaling up. We want to make sure that our hip stays parallel to the earth. Press. To the other side. Right knee comes into face. Right heel reaches to sky. Knee is bent. And open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. And take a brief rest in child's pose. Head surrenders, elbows surrender. Knees can separate if we choose. Back to all fours. Flowing spinal balance, extending opposite hand and opposite heel. We're drawing up through the navel and reaching in opposite directions, feeling long and strong. And now, if we choose, we can work a little harder by not letting the foot and hand return to the floor. We just round it in and press it away. And to the other side. Reach and round. Reach and round. Back to all fours, and a rest in child's pose, Balasana. And now we will lower like a kneeling crocodile, lifting our heart for low cobra. Release, pressing back through all fours, hips back to heels, extended child pose. Coming forward again, lowering, feeling a 90-degree bend in our arm. Lift. Release, hips to heels. So let's tuck our toes and find a plank pose. Side plank. Release. Lift, side plank. Is bringing strength into our obliques. Kneeling side plank is an option. Bringing one knee down. Lift. And sitting off to the side of our heels. Finding Dandasana, staff pose. Pressing thighs down into the earth as we open and lift our heart, preparing for incline plank flow. So we squeeze up through our back body and release. Squeeze a little higher, pressing up through our shoulder blades and release. Squeeze. And now finding a place we can comfortably hold, pressing toes toward the floor, releasing our throat if we choose. Lower. Draw the knees into the chest. Sitting tall, pressing our heart toward our thighs, we'll lift our feet into boat pose, Navasana. For more work, we can release our hands. And for even more work, we can extend our legs and hands both up toward the sky. And release. Now we'll lower. Let's try that again. Let's lower down to the mat. Once we're there, we tuck our tailbone under and start to lift our navel. Pelvic tilt, squeezing up through the back body and rolling our heart toward our chin. Inhale, lift. Pressing feet firmly into the floor. And if we choose, we can start bringing our arms into the pose. So we're in bridge pose, lowering out of bridge pose. Inhale, lift into bridge pose. And then tuck our shoulders under, squeeze up through our back body, feeling the strength. And then lower down slowly. We'll bring the soles of the feet together and knees drift open. and then we'll roll off to the side. Thank you for practicing 10-minute yoga abs. I'm Tamara. Namaste. Bye.